camera, and we'll look at
just enjoying the day again.
Protection. One of the oldest
watching a bit of Charlie.
In Manchester. This one
and wonder if well, I just want to share this with everyone as well.
When the United States of America. Okay, so 24 plus 11.
Right. Does anyone wonder where all the banned videos went? You know, the ones that got banned off YouTube. Now, because of the algorithms and this fascist, nasty world that we live in, that is really, it's not truther friendly, it's not even free speech friendly, is it really? I'm probably going to get a barrage of shadow bans from this video, but so this is the reason why I'm going to do this like this. I'm going to flash up an address, as in URL address for people to look at. This is where all the banned videos go, yeah? And it kind of makes people think twice or 3 times, 4 times, maybe even 5. Breaching it, 6, even go for a 7. Why not an 8? Infinity, make people think infinite ways. Alright, that's .tv by the way, not .com. And it's like Brighton, as in the place on the south coast, except with an E in it. Brighton, a bit like Patreon, but Brighton. .tv. Don't tell anyone. But check it out, and that's where all the banned videos go. Once you get onto that page, just click on the link where it takes you to the gallery of all the banned videos, yeah? Quite interesting, I've got to say. It's fucking staggered me. I mean, I had to take some time out last night when I first discovered that. I even went in the street and staggered around for a bit, just because of the sheer staggeredness of this. Don't get me all happy and not worked up and all ecstatic and shit, because I seem not to put things across seriously, but there's some serious shit going on now, yeah? And there's a time limit, proper time limit, and quite a lot of people in trouble now. They don't think that they're in trouble because it's me saying that, yeah? But because they got themselves into trouble in the first place, all I could do was just warn, not too pushy, because I'm not a pushy character, but, you know, kind of give them the nudge to say, this is not good, really. And that is just fucking ignorance, and then lying to other people to try and keep a story up, a shitty narrative that there's no fucking meaning. Which is pretty mad, because this has nothing to do with music or anything. So people can't even blame. People can blame. They can blame. And like I said, they can blame me all they want. That gets them into trouble, yeah? But they're blaming each other now, right? The emails which are confirmation emails to Cerberus Future Technologies, yeah? Confirmation emails, which should have been shown to the next person. As little as they may have thought this may have affected me, that paint incident where I got attacked by Loveday's wife and Loveday. His wife she doesn't know about this. She doesn't know about this, right? Yep, she doesn't know. She's talk about like trauma. What trauma? Traumatizing me. If it goes out of a person's mind, yeah. Anyway, yep, they're well fucked. Mega fucked. Mega fucked in it, Loveday. You wish. Yep, so you don't understand yet, do you? And also other people don't understand how petty lies and just not giving the other person the full information. It's only destructive, it's tiresome, it's boresome, you know, to the other person, of which they just couldn't give a shit about. And it is detriment to them. They stab themselves. I don't get stabbed. Everyone stabs themselves. This is it. So check out that Brighton.tv for more truth, yes. I was going to say something really good then, but it's come to the conclusion that people do keep up a falseness. What's it called? And it gets to the point where it's just like, these people are scraping around on fiction. And what they don't know, and what I try to get them to see, would have been brilliant. Would have been brilliant for us to go in full force like that, but they didn't want that. And they know what I'm on about, yeah. So even if people out there don't know what I'm on about, then this is it years ago, yeah. It took years to get to this point, people. Years. And that this is the one question that people have to ask, possibly themselves for future's sake, yeah, is what do they think would happen? I would just forget or just die. What? Because before the paint incident, bear in mind that paint incident, I know I keep on bringing up his name Loveday, yeah, but he kind of orchestrated this, yeah. He puts shit into people's heads. He's a manipulator. To such a point where people even just like, well, one or two people who really like him for some reason actually just can't think for themselves. They're like robotically programmed by Loveday, yeah? To a point where they even put on a growly voice a little bit. Yes, he did scratch my car, yeah? Don't get too fucking worked up about that. When it's fully known, and he knows too. Because that's not only lying to yourself, but it's lying to everyone, yeah? Well, that's it. And I know how petty, I know I can get to the car. No, I'm not asked about cars. You're not asked about your car, are you? Is that a reason then? Yeah, it gets really quite sick in its piss-takiness. This slipping round on something which was the truth, yeah? So these emails got sent when Loveday was in France, and he rung me up. I really got to the point where I was like, the guy obviously doesn't want this to be known because obviously it might make me look fucking special in his eyes, yeah? So he went to France for a year, and then he rung me up out of the blue, and he said, you were right about them journalists, yeah? And I thought, I know, yeah, thanks. Yeah, in France. And it kind of like put me at ease in a way. I thought when he'd come back, we could actually go into this as in busting these people properly, because he understood what I was on about, yeah? To my surprise or shock, when he came back, that he actually went the complete opposite way, yeah? Now, I thought perhaps he's done some research or something, but it wasn't. He had links. He had the link, or he could see these emails. So if both of them saw these emails, because they were sent around at the same time when Loveday was in France, yeah. These emails, I will read them out, for all you morons out there. People can see them anyway. They're on the operationhedgehog.wordpress.com site. I still need to put more up there, but these were. You cannot get any more confirming than these emails without someone actually kind of blagging them or putting pretending to be another person and email another person about this and getting them into trouble type of thing. And that would get me into trouble if they think that. So like Christina Eisenhower and stuff, they're just giving it all up, see, people, as in basically confirmed to people, no matter how many or just even just one. So what do they do then? Now, if Loveday says, I don't know what you're on about, and Why did he say I was right then in 2019? It's like, I know I was right. Anyway, 2017 you knew I was right. And long before that. As in, not like, right, look at you, you're wrong sort of thing. But it's like, let's just fucking sort this out. But no, he kind of rode on that as a means of just getting weird, narcissistic juice off seeing me stressed, trying to get this across to people, knowing fully well that a lot of people, most people, in fact, the whole world would not understand unless they were in a secret society, yeah? Like Freemasons and Scientology and the others, right? Now it's at a point where it's all become exposed, yeah? Even if Loveday did see the email, or not, doesn't really matter. The other person should have shown him this before the paint incident, see? It should have been brought up in conversation. I know that they talk about things, mainly other people, mainly about, it's quite low energy chatter, I've got to say. And this is what happened. This is what happened. No one can escape this. So they're all blaming each other. The person who should have said something to Loveday should have, yeah, he should have, before it got to this physical point of that attack, which is, I know you think it was all petty, just a bit of paint thrown at me, right? But it was oil paint and just the hair pulling, trying to pull it out, yeah, of my scalp was a bit horrific too, considering of what it was all about. I didn't do anything bad. I was actually innocent. I'm innocent compared to what I was trying to expose, yeah. And hoping that other people would recognize the seriousness of this to help. Kind of being led to believe that they did as well. Understand, but it was all a sham. So yeah, this gets Loveday in trouble. It also does get the other person in a lot of trouble too. Sorry about that, but it's not my fault. My fault that you're such an ignorant cunt. And it's true. I just thought that it would just get swept underneath the carpet or something, or I'd forget about it. Didn't you understand? I was on to these people anyway, regardless of the music. So don't even think that I wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for you, which I love. They said, fair enough, okay, cool, think that if you want. And I'm like, this is just Lovedayisms coming out here now. It is funny though, just to witness. I mean, what would I do otherwise? All my tears have gone. They've all dried up. Well, not dried up, cried them all out. You get an amount of tears that one can pour in their life. Well, fucking drained that long ago. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm so cold and warm. Yep, but they fucking fucked it. To serious extents where arrests can be made, yeah. Oh, but you smoke weed. Do I? Oh, right, yeah, I do, yeah. Does that make any difference? Fucking hell. Talk about the pot calling the kettle black when they're on the stove. One of those analogies, yeah. Yeah, Brighton.tv, check it out, it's alright. Also, the fact that these emails really did underline what I was going at, what I was kicking up a fuss about. Why these didn't get talked about and other stuff did. Like, I tell you what, we'll shut him up type of vibe. Like I said, the other person, a bit of a robot, bit of a manipulated person. They don't know how to think for themselves. They don't. They can't do. And they don't understand that I can see this, see. And it's not like, well, I haven't one up on you, but it's just so visible. It's ridiculously visible. And yeah, to the point where like years and years of Not being forceful, but just trying to fucking get them to see it from this point of view, but they can't. So that's the reason why it's all over. And they don't quite understand yet. It's all over. I think they can ring me up and everything will be fine. I'm not speaking to you. All over. Which is a bit of shitter, really. Blame it on me again if you want. Blame it on me then. Yeah, cool. I mean, if I didn't do anything, what would happen? Eh? I know what other people do, but they don't because they're just fucking clueless. They're just thinking about themselves. I was thinking about the world, see. I was thinking about the whole blinking world, yeah? And about how people are being shut up and being censored. This is dodgy in itself. And I put them to the test as in YouTube, yeah? To the test. And other people on YouTube, you know, whatever they were. And ragged the shitting back out of them. Yep. Me. I did that. So blame me for what? In order to do that though, you're going to have to fucking get yourself into trouble. Big trouble. Yep. It ain't good. If looked in retrospect, it's not. It's not good. What's not good? Ignorance. Sheer, committed ignorance. That's what's not good. And I can't do anything about this now because it's in other people's hands. Even if I did die, you're still fucked. You're still fucked. So, yep, slander and character assassination is a crime, especially if it involves physical violence, chemical attack, which what was paint, oil paint. Did you know that it's a chemical? Petroleum oil paint is actually a chemical, yes, and if purposely poured over someone to cause them harm, damage, scarring, possibly write them off, mute them, put them in their place, sort of thing. This is a crime. And if it's been conspired with, as in arranged, behind a person's back without them knowing, even more so, with them being so-called friends, there should be consideration to people see about this backstabbing malarkey. That's what they do, backstab. And this is people of a certain level of awareness. It's pretty low, I've got to say, it's pretty low. Think that they can do that. So let they go and get your wife to make a fool out of herself again. And she better remember what she did. Because if she doesn't, what do you do then? Everyone catches each other out. From my point of view, everyone screws each other up with trying to scrape around to try and get out of the issues that they caused. I was just bringing their attention to some things that they didn't like. And I thought, why don't you like this? This is like, we've kind of got the upper hand here. But they attacked me instead. People. Anyway, getting to the end of the month. It's all written off. Everything's written off. As in, it's useless. You can't lie to me again. You can't even open your mouth to me. Someone's coming in.